Hey everybody, it's Harold from Living in the Hill Country. Let's go ahead and give you a garden tour. It's been a while. We'll make a short video of it. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness right here in the Hill Country of Texas. I'm going to go ahead and start over here in the corner by the fence. You'll see I got some cucumbers planted in here. I have the Market More cucumber on the left, and then the Sumter cucumbers on the right. And we're going to get them trellised up this cattle panel contraption I got here. And the outer is just a fence to keep the dogs out of there. So you'll notice a bunch of leaves around the perimeter. That's basically from the yard cleanup. And what will happen here is once these get established and going, I'll pull that down around the plants for ground cover. Let's get you over now to the other portion of the garden. On our way over to the other portion of the garden, you'll notice we planted some cannas here by the tree in that little area there. Those are looking pretty good, flowering up for us nicely. We're liking those. And then just over here, let's get started in these two containers. We have the poblano peppers there and the Mamma Mia Giallo peppers right there. They're doing really well. They suffer a little bit of a delay whenever you transplant them. Once they get established, they start growing and greening up. And it is still yet a little bit chilly at night. So they're delayed a little bit that way, but otherwise they're doing well. Strawberries here. These are the ever-bearing strawberries. I got the bottom repaired on this portion of the stand-up bed here and got our strawberries planted in there. And they're doing really well. They're coming along. We should be having strawberries shortly. Looking really nice. All right, and in these containers over here, we have our tomatoes. 7 different containers of tomatoes this year. We have the Ace 55 tomato there. We have over here we have the Marglobe tomato. All right, then neighbors to the Marglobe would be, the Flordale, I don't know why I call it Flordale. It's Flordade tomatoes. As you can tell, they're doing really well. Okay, then here we have the Super Sioux and beefsteak. And I planted another container of beefsteak here because we have a friend that likes beefsteak and they're not having a garden this year, so I'm going to provide some tomatoes for them. And then here's our Roma. Looks like the birds did their markings there on the leaf. So the here in this raised bed here, of course, we have our sweet corn. All right, and then over here, I have bush beans planted in here. I did have carrots over here that weren't doing very well, and so we still had time available to add to the bush beans. So the other day I planted this with more bush beans. So this whole raised garden will be bush beans. We really like the green beans or the bush beans. You notice a couple bites on that leaf there. That's from snails. I did put out some snail bait to try and get rid of those. All right, in this raised bed we have potatoes doing really well. And then Then our red onions. And it looks like we're going to have to try and get something to hold the potatoes back because they're shading the red onions there. Okay, we have some baskets here, some 7-inch baskets. Here we have strawberries. This is just part of the items that I'm selling as far as starter plants. So I got strawberries. This here is the Cracker Jack marigolds. Here they are here as well. And then over here we have, I think it's just more of the Crackjack, more of the Crackjack marigolds there. There, and then here I have a basket of strawberries, 3 strawberries. I just planted that the other day. So, okay, so that's the garden here. Now we'll go back behind the shed, show you the in-ground portion of the garden. More sweet corn. Now, granted, this was planted 3 weeks after that other, or maybe even 2 weeks after that other that was planted in a raised bed. We have the yellow crookneck squash there, and here. And we have watermelon here. Charleston, I believe, Charleston watermelon. Black diamond watermelon. And we have some other plants going on here that aren't really part of the garden. I guess they are, but they're part of a starter, plant starters that I'm selling. Like these are, I'm going to be making flower baskets. I have morning glories, got the moonflower, got bachelor buttons. Over here we have the 4 o'clocks. And the forget-me-nots, cosmos. Just planted these a couple days ago. The marigold, they're the Jolly Jester, and then zinnias, excuse me. And then we'll take you around over here to the back side of the garage. Hold on. Here we are over here, some starter plants. Those are marigolds there, Crackjack marigolds, I believe, and the nasturtium. Excuse me. I got some cherry tomatoes started there, Roma tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes started there. There's large flag leek. Although I don't think it's going to be very successful. Those should have been planted a little bit earlier. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, over here we have all kinds of plants here. I have cucumbers here, Sumter and Market More. And then I got some Bloomsdale spinach. I got some okra, Clemson spineless okra, and Louisiana velvet. Okra. I got some red Russian kale, Anaheim peppers, and then of course tomatoes. And during my sale, I've just been up potting everything, come from the 4-inch to the 6-inch pot, and from the 6-inch up to the 9-inch pot, and then trying to sell them to the local neighbors, farmers markets, that kind of thing. Just so you're aware of that. So that's our garden update for today. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and then hit that notification bell. Then whenever I post another update, you'll get notified of it, and you can go ahead and share it with your friends and neighbors. And as always, God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day.